Hello, I hope you're all well. Welcome to another World Predictions reading. Okay, so I just heard tanked up. I can hear tanks rolling. So there's something going on with tanks out in the Middle East. Something about Iran, next 6 days invasion plan. I don't know, but I can hear tanks rolling. There are tanks moving in. They will not stop going on about the Polish border. It's almost like rockets going off behind the lines. We'll get into it. We'll get into it in a moment. First of all, I want to say a massive thank you to all of you who are new subscribers here, to those of you returning. We got to 13k, over 13k in a matter of hours, which was absolutely amazing. Thank you so very much. I very much appreciate you. And yeah, please subscribe if you haven't already. Just want to have a little go about some of the comments. I don't know if some of them are bots. I've seen a lot of bots on there. But just in case this person who actually about half an hour ago put this comment on, because I talked about going on a cruise and saying that my the reading wasn't authentically delivered. You're a bloody liar. I'm sorry, but you are. You have a real problem. Yeah, you have a problem. And I really hope not to see you on this channel again. I haven't had a holiday since 2018. Not just because of COVID and stuff like that, because of my health, because of a divorce. Okay? B? This is my first holiday in a very long time. I've worked every damn day and I don't see why I should have to justify myself to you. All donations that have come in here, they go straight on the channel, not on me. How dare you? Okay, so, and because of health reasons, I haven't been able to go. I can't fly. So I'm going on a cruise, okay? Like it or lump it. Anyway. Is there something else? Oh, yes, and the other person who said that, this is all wrong. Humanity is all one. There's no far right. We're all one. Well, that's a little bit too new age for me. Not that I'm not new age in a lot of things. I am. But you need to get with the program here. We're supposed to be one, but somebody's disrupting us. And far right is far right. It's Hitler, okay? Hitler. And that's what they're trying to bring forward, okay? And no, it's not a lefty channel. It's hopefully getting there to be a balanced channel, okay? Sorry, but I felt very strongly about that. The rant is over, I believe. Okay. Otherwise, I would just sit for the whole day and fume. And it's not good for your health. You've got to get it out constructively. Okay. I'm not best pleased with Spirit Gain either. They're too slow. That's another story. I think they take us advantage of us mediums as well at times. And I know somebody's not going to like that, so I may pause the comments, but it's true. They really need to say that at the moment there seems to be so much competition on YouTube, and I'm having to engage in it, and I don't like that. I really don't like that, but they seem to be using us more and more, and sometimes it feels like we're pitted against each other, where we should be just working together, but it doesn't feel like that's what's happening. So I'm not very happy with Spirit either. Long story. You know, we all should be respected as light workers. We're having to put up with a lot. We are all equal here. We all have a message to say, and it's all important as well. Okay. Right. Okay. I work alone. Oh, and we've got upstairs in as well. That's lovely, isn't it? Bond villain. So prepare for noise. Okay, I won't tell you what I heard again last night at 12 o'clock. I'm so fed up, and I'm still looking for my house. I found a perfect one before. It's already under offer. Never mind. We've got self, breed of warrior angel. So I don't know what technology bias. Enemy. The hidden enemy, I've just heard. Okay. Yeah, and then we've got divide and conquer on the bottom there. Get in Japan. Now, that's the other thing I want to talk about. Something's happened in Japan. We were talking about that yesterday, weren't we? I know the leader, the prime minister, whatever, has suffered a big election loss. And there's also been far-right, people with far-right sympathies. I believe they're far-right. People probably say they're not, but they're far-right to me if you're objecting to people who are genuinely seeking asylum and trying to go through all the right channels. And you're throwing beer bottles at them and stuff like that and rioting, then there's a problem. That's in the UK. So some of these things we've been talking about for ages are happening. Okay, a couple more. Something about one day. Oh, by the way, I did look at the Delphi murders, but I'm still not quite seeing the, how would you say it in America? Delphi? We would say Delphi. So, I've got Angela again here as well. So I did look at that, but I wasn't quite seeing the connection. And somebody asked me about true crime. Did I do true crime? Well, I don't really, but I've had a lot of messages before about, crime like that. Yeah, definitely. So, interesting. We've got the Black Sea again. Let's have a look. I want to use these ones, the vampire cards, for a reason. I don't know why we keep getting Angela. Well, we've gone through that before and what it could mean, but it's very cryptic. But let's see. I don't like these people coming on like this anyway, because it detracts from the community on here as well. There's some people having a go and having conversations on here about it's crap. If they're disrespecting me, they're disrespecting my subscribers, and I don't like that, and the community. So that's why I have to speak out. Sorry, sorry you had to listen to the rant. Okay. We've got the Hierophant, something conforming, going a certain way. This could mean the Pope as well. I don't know. And they're driving me nuts being in the... There is a solution to this, I've just heard. I don't know what. Here we go. I'm sorry for the noise. I will get out one day. I will find the perfect place. We've got Bond villain. Bond villain is usually Elon Musk, isn't it? Let's have a look. Breed of warrior angel. Somebody's going... is this Bernie Sanders? Correct. Bernie Sanders. Breed of warrior angel. There you go. You heard it here. We've got somebody with a technology bias. There's new technology, not sharing it. Russian. What else we got? We've got Japan again. I'm just trying to put these in the right order. Self. Enemy to the self. Divide and conquer. Then we've got this one day. Angela and the Black Sea. I wonder if Angela is the name of a ship, or it's said in like German or something. Angela. Well, it wouldn't spell like that. Oh well, maybe that is a maybe that. I couldn't get my words out again. That beeping out there was confirmation, so it could be a ship. There's definitely something about a sea battle, holding back grain, and we've got somebody trying to conform or refusing to be led, which is probably meaning me here. No. Refusing to bow down to something that's trying to destroy it. Ooh, didn't expect that. Divide and conquer. I work alone, a Bond villain. Technology bias. Okay, we've got 9 of Knives as well. causing a lot of worry in humanity, in the collective. If you don't conform, it's causing a lot of worry. There seems to be a full-on attack, not just of me, of other people. I've seen a lot of tarot readers getting similar things. It seems to be clamping down. I'm worried about YouTube, I have to say, from what I've saw about the Sesame Street thing and that guy. I can't remember his name. Stephen Colbert, is it? I worry about free speech. I definitely worry about free speech going. And I'm not talking about every time I say that, there is no free speech here because of blah, blah, blah. You mean there's no free speech for two extremist views? We're trying to get in the balance here. Okay, a four of skulls, something being held onto. There's a holding on of something here. Holding on to something, conforming. Not conforming is causing worry. I don't know if people are retreating a bit. There is awakening, but there's this urge to retreat because they feel hampered and squashed. I say it's darkness. It's like a black cloud coming over. I don't know. I did a whole load of predictions I wasn't expecting to do that were just channeled directly, no cards, on my Substack. I'll put the link in the description. I'll put a post on about it as well. Okay. And we've got fortune, fluctuating fortunes. I'm saying gambling. Somebody gambling with something. I'm saying Trump gambling. With an increased tariff, 130%. Something to do with goods. China again. Something to do with China. Japan as well. Upping the tariffs on Japan. Yeah, Seven of Knives. It's deceit. It's just a game. But there you go. Confirmation. Yeah. The Emperor at play. I can feel this real, I don't know, it's really strong there. This terrible urge. It's really dark. We're starting to get some darker stuff on here. But it's like this real anger for this dark cloud, this frustration. You will obey the Emperor. That's what I keep getting in it. Trump. There's this heaviness, this can't breathe, squashed down. There's a clamp down. Emperor makes himself known in a dark way. Yeah, look, squashing down here. Look at that. Oppression. This is oppression. There's something about cutting out food, meals, charity meals and food for people, cutting that out. Cutting out like vouchers, supplements for something. I just heard the grid goes down. We've got Illuminati. Discredit. A trap for the soul. There's some companies pushing Trump's agenda forward in a dark way, and there's definitely conspiracy manipulation. You know what I think about all that, but the Illuminati's here, so there's a lot of deception going on at the moment. A lot of deception. I mean, I look at her and it's like she's showing one face and then look what she's doing up above. So putting on a face about something, a U-turn, something to do with Elon Musk as well, that Doge did. There's a U-turn on something that they did. He sees that as more backstabbing. All right, okay. He feels deceived. Somebody's being watched. Okay, I keep getting this hold on. And then liar and strength. I can feel this mass surge. It's really strong. This mass surge of people running really fast. Can't breathe. It's like all of a sudden I've tapped into like collective anger, frustration, and being met like this with a dark cloud of oppression squashed on. It's through deceit. It's like making people, there's some sort of signal coming at us that makes everybody and tips us into some sort of psychosis. I hope it's not psychosis, or some sort of threshold where this anger goes, and it's puts you into survival mode, puts you into primal survival mode, and that's what's going on at the moment. And they're going to meet head to head in the next 6 months. They're going to meet head to head. So, Lord of Grails. This is weird. This is when somebody comes in with an answer that you weren't expecting, but it's deceit. Ooh. This needs to be let go of. Is this what I think it is? Because this is, I studied the Weimar Republic and all the Hitler's lead into power and everything. This is how Hitler got in. This is how this energy gets in, by putting us all on a survival mode. We must come back into balance. Not too left, not too right, right in the middle. We need to close the door, but somebody's trying to bring it back in. There's a lot of cover work manipulation through time, everything. We've talked about this. If you want to know more about that, please go the other videos. Keep bringing it. They are, you are playing with fire. This was a closed door, or supposed to be, but somebody's trying to open it up and play with fire, because there will be multiple nuclear explosions that will end this planet. Yeah, 4 of Scepters. Keeping something back. Information. Let's have a look. Okay. There's something coming towards this planet. There's a big asteroid coming towards it again. Oh God. It's not like the movie not Double Impact. What do you call that? Is it Double Impact? I can't remember. I remember the thing. I'm mixing it up with the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie, which was really good back in the day. Ooh. Always like a bit of Jean-Claude Van Damme, even though he's not as good as my favourite Arnie. Captured by aliens. All right, okay. Right, here we go. Dark one. Which one do you want? Do you want any of them? Divide and fall. There's definitely this. What is this? You know when it's not your own, and you know it's like a mass. It's like on one of those cartoons, you know, this cloud, it just keeps moving. It's very shadow. Emperor energy. Think of the Emperor in Star Wars. Music. Yeah, that's the kind of thing we're looking at here. Right, okay, let's try these ones. These ones. Oh, we got... I think these are all mixed up. No, all right. That way. Got the devil there. I didn't pick up on it. Yeah, this is devil energy. This is all I ever get, and I'm saying that is people, spirit go over them on the cards, and I say eyes moving. It's all about seeing what's really there, what we are ignoring. There's something right in front of us that we're not seeing. They keep showing me Neo. You know how Neo sees the Matrix and the those beings, how they look. There are people here that shouldn't be. There are people manipulating. Dark ones. I'm sorry, but, I go woo-woo for some people, but woo-woo's part of the message. There are people here that shouldn't be. There are a lot of monitor spirits. AI monitor like the bots, yeah, I know the bots, but some people who function like bots as well. Okay, vampires feed off the dark. That's why we're using the vampire cards. Where do you want? I didn't feel the energy there. Nine of Cups, a wish granted. The Empress is upside down. Not in touch with the feminine side, too much of the masculine. Rest. The end of something, the death of something. Death of an era. We've got Queen of Pentacles, and then we've got Six of Cups, something upside down. Abundance and wealth that's no longer ours, resources on the planet. Why am I saying lakes is as if something's sucking all the water out of them? Now they're showing me that movie with Tom Cruise. You know, it's about the water. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. Oh, they're on they stay on Earth. This is what I keep getting about the Ark, how the Ark has brought us here. I keep saying this plane underwater. This was centuries and centuries and billions of years ago, I'm being told. But it's brought us here. And it's underwater, and they keep trying to make it rise. They keep showing me the little sphere craft that I see around me. They're underwater, and they're monitoring it all the time. I know this sounds wild, but I've seen so many images. I'll see if I can. I did this little LTXAI video with what I was seeing, so I might release that on my Substack. I can't put it on here. I haven't been able to do voiceovers for some of them. I'm starting to get the confidence to do that a bit more, but I will put it on my Substack and you can watch it. But it's all about, within this thing, people who were being awakened. It's bizarre. I don't fully understand it. But there's definitely something about water. In this movie, I'm sure humans had gone, but there were certain people left on the planet for to monitor it or something. I can't quite. I wish I could remember the name. And there were aliens trying to take the water, but I'm not sure it's actually referring to that. But that's what came into my head, so I have to go with what I'm shown. But there's definitely resources that they want to be taking from us. Aliens, whoever, people. There's something about water drying up and parched lands. Something's not flowing anymore. Resources from the planet are going to get more and more scarce. Okay. Yeah, you see, I see worlds within worlds. It really, I have a colouring book I'm going to show you. I want to show you what I see sometimes. Don't laugh. It's for those stressful moments. But where is it? Where's that one? I see, not in a jar. I've seen an elemental being put in a jar, getting in a jar. I don't know what that was all about. But worlds within, these spheres. Why is it? The one that looks like I'm sure it's got plane in it as well. It's like planets and things like that. More like that. Maze, whatever. It's the sphere. Oh, I don't know where it is. Never mind, it's gone. But that's how I sometimes see. And then I see all these people. And I see people like in 1940s gear. It could be Victorian. That kind of stuff. And they start running about. It's almost like, you're on. So they start doing something. And they start showing me whatever. And they often show me an aircraft and the engine. That they're putting a new engine on. And they're running about, they're racing all the time. Sir Winston Churchill will suddenly appear. It is bizarre. And so when I get this card, that's what it reminds me of. So interdimensional. We have the world in our hands. I say a lot about hands holding the world. But we're not listening. And that's because somebody's distracting us all the time. Okay, we've got to really see what is going on here. Right, what else did I want to... that connects into the Substack, actually. It's free as well, so you can check that out. What else? There's a lot of people having to apologise for making money these days. Everything seems to be... From, some of the comments I've got, I can't believe, the way people are having a go at each other for things like that. How else am I supposed to make my money? This is what Spirit have asked me to do. I wanted to be a writer. Yeah. I want to go back to university and become a lecturer. I mean, back off. And I think it's with everybody. There's this, not saying that there is enough. Yeah, I feel it. I'm not saying I'm any different. I feel it sometimes too. I feel, that there's not enough. And there needs to be, I'm seeing this pyramid, talk about the Illuminati, and it needs to trickle down. And there is definite idea that the tech billionaires, like Musk and what have you, wants to be at the top, thinks he's a god. And then you've got tech billionaires, and then you've got the rest of us. And that needs to be broken down. They always show me a black pyramid like they did yesterday with the top coming off. There's something within. Something needs to be released. There's darkness within the pyramid so it becomes transparent again in energetic balance. And that's what's wrong at the moment. The focus is on the dark. So there you go. Anyway. I'd like to know more about what's going on with Syria and Gaza. I mean, we had tanks rolling in, didn't we? What is happening there, please? Can you tell us? Some sort of victory. A levelling. Seen as a victory. I don't like this guy on the horse, these cards. Do you know, I love this card, but I've said it before. I just don't... It's very vain. Where on other ones, yes, and you can take it as a sign of vanity sometimes, but this person's very vain. It looks like he's on a white charger and everything, but I'm not feeling that. Just not feeling it. It's very, look at me. I'm so clever, I'm so powerful, so I don't know. But actually, look, we've got the devil. It's a dark victory. You tell me anything more about Syria, anything like that, what's coming forward? Seven of Wands. Competition. Battling, having to defend something. Something about Japan here. Japan speaking up about something. Having to defend from competition. Growth. This competition is growth. I don't know what that's about. And a victory. King of Swords. Cutting that out. Taking military. This is military as well. Can be military, police officer. Cutting that out. Seeing a growth of power. Expanding boundaries. This is Israel. Seven of Pentacles. There's a reckoning coming. Queen of Cups. From a Queen of Cups. The woman with the long dark hair. I keep saying her. Oh my God, yes. I saw somebody standing in my room with long dark hair yesterday as well, a spirit. I call them spirits, but it doesn't feel like they're spirits to me. I really don't. And I'm looking at the picture on the box here of these cards. Well, that's weird. I'm seeing a whole load of tanks. And then I'm seeing this big, like a cartoon bomb thing with fuse it, boom, right in the middle of them. Somebody's right in the middle. There's like rows and rows of tanks and... They're showing me a grasshopper as well. I had to do an LTX video with one vision about me standing in a field of grasshoppers. Why? I cannot remember, because that was a channel. I can't remember all the meaning of it. You can check it out. I think I talked about it on one of my videos here, but on Substack as well. And you can see the video on there. Seven of Wands is something about defending. Defending a border. Right, this is defending several borders. NATO is going to be called in to defend several borders hurriedly. There's an incursion into two borders. We've got Poland, which we've talked about. Is this in 2025 though? Yes, I'm asking a question because he said Belgium has to watch. I think I've said this before, actually. Belgium. What am I supposed to be saying? I'm supposed to be saying what's coming towards me because we've got her eyes moving. What are we all supposed to be watching for? What's coming towards us? The truth. The truth is being hidden from us. We're being, everything's being, we are being deceived by trickery. Media, news, that's been manipulated, misinformation. I keep saying Putin. Okay, where do you want me to go now? We got any more on the man with the balaclava that I was talking about yesterday from my dream? Oh God, death approaches. Death and the bell. Right, I've got a song, and I was listening to it before, but I often listen to it, but it's playing now. Centuries by Fall Out Boy. I love Fall Out Boy. You will remember me for centuries. Death approaches. Oh great, death standing in the room. That's nice. I've walked round shops before now. This guy following me, looking like that. to tell me the end of something is coming. I've been told it's going to be a big week this week for me. So if I'm telling you, it usually means it's going to be for you. There is something coming towards Japan. Tsunami. There is something, either it's just an alert or it's coming as a big wave. There's a big wave of unrest. It's not just about water. It's actually about a wave of unrest going across the country. Or the islands, you know. Change of something. Change of the old guard. New innovations. There's some unrest. Public unrest. There is, I'm still getting assassination attempt. At least there's something happening here. I've got, remember I said about the Trump thing, assassinations as well. If you want to know about that, I've been seeing that for a couple of months at least. So loads of videos and one yesterday. So check them out. There is going to be a big change. There's revolution. Why am I? It's like somebody, I can see these soldiers stood up. Now, you've got remember in the American Revolution, your red coats, your blue coats, Americans, yeah? But I'm seeing red coats, but with the, well, that would be for Trump, wouldn't it, or something, maybe, instead of the blue, because that uniform, it's not like the red coats uniform. But it's red, and there's a child banging on a drum like that. It's in a not a cornfield, wheat field. Banging on the drum, and then there's another one. And then there's this guy standing there, revolutionary soldier. Now I'm seeing them battle in like the red coats. But they're the uniform of the Americans, but it's red instead of blue. Now I'm seeing blue, and one of them's come and knelt here with a big long rifle. So can you tell me a bit about that, please? Geez, maybe something about religion here? I don't know. Just heard a baptism of fire. She was smoking when she went past. Now, something smoking. They showed me I'm mentioning it because what happens in a reading is part of the reading, and because they were showing me somebody smoking. Was it smoking gun? Smoking. A revolution ignites 2nd of September. So I don't know. Something about Japan. It will not stop with that card, all right. Cutting down something. I'm seeing samurai swordsmen now. Some of them speak to me in the language of, visual. You've shown me a low flying jet out there, as in a military, going across ships. Oh, my stomach's from, oh my God, here we go. The tower. I've just realised I haven't got the light on. I hope this video is going to come out all right. I normally have the light on. 6 of Cups. So there's a tower. There's something coming back from the past to haunt. There's a massive tower. Right, okay. Now, I've seen in the past this big, tall, black tower, okay? That is standing in water. Water's always relevant, can be emotions, things like that. Emotional realms. Standing in the water, and I could see these inflatables, these ribcraft, I think they're called, with men in black in there. And sometimes I've been in there, they've shown me sitting in there. And then at one point I saw the outside of it come down, but there was still some standing. It's like glass, big black tower. It's there again. Now I'm seeing Trump sitting in one of the ribs, looking up at it like I do. There's definitely something about red as well. Red. Saying red, maybe? I don't know. So something's coming down. Maybe he's pulling something down. I don't know. I mean, I originally thought when he came in, I did not like it. The first time he came in, I thought, well, maybe it's to shake everything up and see all the dirt come to the top that we will have to get rid of in humanity. But no, I definitely don't think that now. So I don't know. He's over his time apparently with it. He shouldn't have been in office. I've been told that umpteen times. He was not meant to be in office. I'd just say Putin. He was not meant to be there this time. Okay, we've got a lot of activity, warlike activity. Something coming from the past. Faith. I don't know. I've got Jesus here. Unity. Partnership. A partnership that doesn't work. There's a tower coming down on this partnership. They've put a light on that one. There's a message coming in from a crow. I've just got a light on the crow. I don't know what they're trying to say. They can be very cryptic, as we know. That's interesting. Oh no, it had another eye on it. It's not that one. Right, I'm here and talking. Always talking, not listening. Nine of Pentacles, independence. The independence is taken away. Messing with independence. Something about the Constitution coming up. Trying to amend the Constitution in 2 areas. Bernie Sanders is trying to block that. Okay. 3 of Cups, a celebration here. A cup. A cup given but not taken. Some offer that's not taken. I am seeing lights go out again. I've been getting this blackout thing for quite a while now, since last year. All I say is a city, whatever, in dark, lights on, and then all the lights go out. Last one out, shut off the light. I remember that was I think before Margaret Thatcher had a landslide, and it was a Sun newspaper, and they put a thing on, if Labour get in, last one out the country, please turn the lights out. It was a famous newspaper thing, and that's what I've just been shown. The New York Times is going to do some big expose about the Epstein files. There's a lot coming out. Call to court to answer, Mr. Trump will be. We've talked about that. Why am I seeing a naked woman over there? My stomach's rumbling. What's that all about? I'm pulling them out the way. I don't know what that's about. 9 of Wands. That's a wounded warrior card. Still keeping going. Fighting for independence. Now this has got to be Zelensky. Correct. The end? Success or the end? I don't want to hear that. Queen of Swords. This is defending. I get the impression that this battle with Ukraine and Russia is going to get to a point where Ukraine is really losing, and that's when NATO does eventually step in, and when the border is breached in Kiev. But NATO is going to halt. You cannot pass here. I I don't know. There's something about happening in Kiev. There's a bomb. I've got this before. Going to land very close to the Parliament buildings. Whatever they call it. It's going to get too close for comfort. There is something going to happen where NATO will have to step in. There's something going to happen with Sweden. Something to do with the borders, water borders, an incursion. There's something messing with infrastructure, grids. There's going to be a lot of lights going out around the world in different places. Hybrid warfare. China's going to be involved in that as well. I don't like this. The end of something. Rest. It can be the rest. End of a battle. This is the end of the battle. This battle's going to end. The bell. What's going to happen with this end, please? Can you... Two of Pentacles, juggling. Page of Wands, a message. They're going to win, Sarah. Who's going to win? Russia. Right. I hate saying that. I really hope you're wrong. If NATO has to step in. Oh my God. You've been hinting at that for ages and I haven't wanted to even think about it. But the 3. Oh, my stomach is rumbling away. I don't know what that's about. Surrender. Well, let's hope that's wrong. I really pray that's wrong. Because they fought so hard. Increase in wealth. This is what the timeline is on at the moment. War. Hidden war. Increase in wealth as a hidden war. Yes. 6 months. I don't know what that is. Can you tell me what NATO is going to do then with this, please? Need to know. Poland is next. This is what I keep getting. Look. Victory. Some sort of surrender somewhere. Somebody rushing in. Do you want that upside down? 8 of Swords. Trapped but not trapped. There will be a reckoning. There will be a war. That's a timeline we're on. A withdrawal of troops will make it easier for them to come in and march on Kiev. That's why I was seeing all those people rushing. NATO can stop this by stepping in now, but or they can at least, prevent a lot of the land being taken. I really do not like saying, well, it's not me, it's them, but people have a go at me all the time. If you've got a problem with the message, A, why are you watching and getting to the end of it? And B, take it up with God and spirit, not me. I'm just the messenger. 6 of Cups, and that was upside down, wasn't it? The return will not come. The return of independence will not come. Oh my God. Somebody rushing in. Rushing in. And that all these people running. Some of them over there believe that NATO's left it too late. And this is what it's heading for now. Within 6 months. Won't get out of their gilded cage, I'm hearing. Oh, well, I really hope we can get off the timeline for that. Really hope. Oh, look, Lucy's made an appearance again. Yeah, and you know, Lucy in the Sky of Diamonds, yes, they did, Spirit did show me that ages ago, and Lucy the movie, but it doesn't all quite, it seems to be incorporating in a lot of different things. And I can't quite put my finger on it. Just some days it'll be that or it'll be the movie. I think it's something to do with time travel. Michael. Here we go. Help me. Here we go. He's coming again. What do you want this time? Family. I don't have a Michael in my family. Oh, you think you're the same as me, do you? Oh, okay. Distant family. I always protect you. No, you don't. I know who you are. Go away. It's my spirit stalker. I did an article on Substack about him and what I am being shown by him, and he showed me something this morning that made me feel very, very uncomfortable. It was really awful. He just likes to come in. Now he's calling himself. He thinks this spirit is so deluded. He will pretend to be angels. He will pretend to be anything. Check it out on there. But he sometimes comes through on here. Tonight, let's see what he's saying. Oh, this is Council of Light. Talking about the Ark. Reverse engineering. I don't know if somebody's actually found this Ark and is trying to reverse engineer it. Akashic Records. Or it's going to happen. Somebody's actually actively looking for it. I don't know. This is wild. Peace and calm. Okay. I don't know if this is where my team talks to me from. This Ark underwater. I don't know. You are correct. I think my guy loves speaking into the microphone. Dear. Okay, that's why I see all this underwater stuff then, and everything's water. These spheres, they act like little cameras. They go in, there are all these people standing there, and it's almost like as the sphere is going over in these other dimensions, it's like this, it's energy, but it looks like water, bright white water going over it, and it just suddenly erupts into all these people are standing there. So it's almost like it goes through a portal or some sort of light, and all these people standing there, and it goes in between them all, flies over them, in between them, and then they'll see it and they all turn round and they're doing things. And they start doing things as if we're on in their messages, and they it's like I don't know, it's really weird. Sometimes when I'm sitting here I can see them all come forward and they're all behind me. If they think I haven't drank enough water, see one of them's doing it now, they will I demonstrate with my little Joe Malone candle. They'll start doing this. They'll all stand there in a line, and one of them's going, now, and they'll go. So it means drink now, please. That's how bossy they are as well. That's why I get angry at them. They control everything, and I tell them they don't. So, but that kind of thing, or they'll chant something. And I can see one of my guys go, now, please. And a lot of the time they can be ancestors. I've seen my ex-father-in-law standing in the middle of them, who passed on, and he's part of it. It's bizarre. So but there's something about this Ark in the water, and it's got to rise at some point, and I don't know why it's got to rise. There's a lot of activity out there today. We had thunder earlier. Finally, clearing the air. It wasn't the best storm, but, you know, there's a lot of people here. I don't know if you're experiencing it. A lot of people here that I don't recognize, and I keep saying this. So it could be a lot of monitor spirits around, especially if you're a light worker, which if you're watching this channel, you are. So, okay, we've got 55 on the clock there. Yeah, here we go again. I've been seeing 1333, 55, 50 changes coming in. Oh, look, we've got the Emperor again. Institutions, stability that are being torn down. By somebody, I'm seeing Bernie Sanders again, somebody with clever, concise words. I'm seeing Mike Pence again. He literally thinks he's sitting on a throne and he's an emperor. Okay, he's going to be torn down. It's like they're showing me like a tear in something, and then they're pulling it open. They're exposing something about him. The electoral results will confirm this. I don't know if that's, Right, couple more and then rejection. You can't have this. I don't know. I'm following the star. I don't know if he's going to have, he's got that many lives, this man. He might get out of something here. But they've got to keep trying, apparently, because it is there. It's slow work, but he will be exposed. He was never meant to be in power. It takes a lot of work. 8 of Pentacles. But there will be a celebration. It all comes through Bernie Sanders. And there's a senator, I've forgotten her name, but she's very outspoken. She's going to be doing more, and it's going to come from her as well. And Mike Pence is dismembering the Republican Party, putting it into 3. Everything's about 3s at the moment. He's doing something. He'll be seen as the King of Cups. I always say this as the negotiator, the one who sees it like it is. I don't like him, so, I don't think I've got, this is just the message I'm getting. But there's a lot here about, there's some sort of debate where he exposes them. Magician, 8 of Swords, King of Wands. See, I see Trump as the King of Wands. I don't like the King of Wands. I never have. The people who have represented the King of Wands, usually in my life as well, in these cards, are never very nice. We've got the Magician, able to work something here and get the Republican Party out of being fenced in by dominating rhetoric. And we've got the King of Wands, which I believe is Trump here, with a proposal to stay in power. I don't know. An invitation. I just said J.D. Vance will leave. He will be made to leave. There'll be a celebration. 3 of Cups. The 3, dismantling of the 3 in power, and that is, they've changed recently. It was Trump, Rubio, and J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance is going to be pushed out. He's going to fall out of favour with Trump for some reason. There is an invitation that puts somebody into this mode. It might be Mike Pence here. I don't know. And I know he's not supposed to want to work with Trump, but there is definitely a pairing here. Who's this? Can you just give me a bit more information on that? Oh, the devil rides back into town. Ooh. The woman with the long dark hair. Who the hell is this woman? Apart from, we thought it was Maxwell, but no, I'm not attempting to say her name again. Got that wrong. Away from trouble. Rushing in. With judgment. and something coming from the past. Something from the past, exposing something from the past. Is that correct? I want me to end. Juggling something, trying to juggle it. But a big change is coming in government, in the US government. This one, a lot of conflict. It's been torn down by this Queen of Wands, the woman with the long dark hair. And we've talked about, please check out the previous video about what we said about Maxwell and the Epstein files and everything. So I'm going to leave it there. I hope that has been of wisdom. Somebody with wisdom. Okay. I can't be here then. There's somebody come. Who is the long dark hair? Oppression. Seraphim. Well, they're the seraphim angels and they bring fire. Second phase of war. Not sure what that's going on about, but we've got a lot going on. I hope that has been of interest to you. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Check out the previous videos if you haven't. Check out the Substacks. If you want a personal reading with me, all of the details are in the description. Take care of yourselves and I shall see you next time.